introduce to you a couple of young ladies who do a great service for the town of Libertyville. Lisa Kriminger and her right-hand lady, Bonnie Russell. They are going to tell us about our House of Hope K-9 rescue. So, without further blabbering, Lisa, could you take over the microphone?
Probably quit while I'm ahead, huh? You know, last night as I'm sitting there, I'm wondering, I'm kind of going back. Let me start over. This is our first year. This is a huge deal, and I am extremely honored to be asked to come and speak to anyone, let alone you guys. So on June 8th, we celebrate our first anniversary. And I was kind of going through my website last night. I do it. I shouldn't have to go through it. But I went through it to see what we've done, what I could point out that could explain to you guys why we are different than any of the other rescues around here. And I'm going through it, I'm like, darn, we've been busy. You know, I had no idea. I've been in constant forward motion since the day we began. And I log it in as I go, but when it's compiled and you review it, you know, I'm pretty damn proud. And the reason that we've been able to accomplish so much in such a short period of time is because, you know, I'm a true believer that if you surround yourself with good people, good things will come. And I can honestly say I've got the finest volunteers around. I've got the finest foster care system around. And I'm so proud of them. And Bonnie, she literally packs my parachute every single day. And without her, you know, we wouldn't be doing the things that we are doing. So I'd like to take this opportunity to publicly thank her. I don't think that we could ever say thank you enough. But Bonnie, thank you. So I had no idea what I was going to talk about today because I just live it. So I don't really think about it. And oddly enough, I gave up and figured I just figured out when I got here. And I opened up the Sun-Times. And in the Sun-Times today, there's this picture. And really, it sums it up for our rescue. Our mission is our children, our community, and our canine companions. And I start looking at the picture, and the little girl in the picture looks familiar. What you don't know about this little girl and the dog that she's holding is technically they're rejects of society. This little girl is a cocaine baby, an adopted cocaine baby that was awarded the state about 11 years ago. She has taken her life and she has put it to good use. This is my daughter. I have 3 other just like her at home. And the cool thing about it is, this is what this rescue is all about, bringing hope. Every morning when I get up, I have hope for their future. Every night when they go to bed and I kiss them goodnight, I have hope for them. And that's exactly what we do for these animals. The animals that we rescue are throwaways. They're dogs that other rescues bring to us. They cost them too much money. They cost them too much time. Their turnaround they would clog up their system. Our rescue is not about turnaround. It's about quality over quantity. People ask, they say, Lise, how many dogs are you going to adopt out this year? Lisa doesn't know. Lisa doesn't think about it. Lisa worries about the dogs that's in her care right now. We only have 5 or 6 dogs on hand at all time. Reason for that is because each one of these dogs get absolutely everything they need before they ever leave us. And if that means holding on to them for 5 or 6 months, or in this dog's case, forever, then we will. This dog's name is Sashi. She lived out in the suburbs with a family. We brought her home when she was a puppy. They had 2 small children. They were allowed to carry the dog around by the collar. They were allowed to swing the dog around by the 2 front feet. The dog has lost an eye. She's completely blind in one eye because she'd been kicked and she'd been hit. She was so eaten up with infection that she became antibiotic resistant, and then they threw her away. Come and get her. We've broke her, but we're not going to take the time to fix her. So we did. Now, in her particular case, she would be pretty expensive for someone to adopt. And we have kept her. We are, we've talked to allergists. We've talked to, being antibiotic resistant, it makes it difficult. It would be very expensive for a family to take on this responsibility. We have chosen the homeopathic route for her. It has worked miracles. We've put her spine back together, her neck back together, all of that. But the things that we do, the reason we do the things that we do for these dogs are because they have the spirit. They want to be here. And believe it or not, this dog, for whatever reason, is perfectly content living with 4 kids, 4 or 5 other dogs, and us crazy adults. And she's happy. Every morning she wakes up, she's happy. She wants to be here. She deserves